Hello, everyone, and welcome. My name is Jeff, and today we are going to have some fun playing Magic. And the fun thing that we are trying to do today is we are playing around some of my favorite cards that are about to rotate out, but I wanted to give them one last shine. Honestly, I'll probably give them a few more before we actually go into rotation, but we are playing a deck called the Anointed Helm of Panharmonicon. And so it sounds just like we're like it sounds. We are playing Anointed Procession, which creates double the tokens whenever we create tokens. We are playing Helm of the Host, which creates double the legendaries whenever we attach it to a legendary. And then we were playing Panharmonicon, which creates double the enter the battlefield triggers whenever something enters the battlefield. And so we are trying to do some super fun things with these cards. And so we're only playing two of each because there's not everything works perfectly with it on each one, but ultimately we have the Anointed Procession to create lots of tokens. And so we're doing a lot of tokens around this. Helm of the Host, whenever it does it, every time we go to combat and it's equipped to a creature, it's going to create double the tokens. And then Panharmonicon, if we have Regal Caracal or, our Angel of Invention or Angel of Sanctions equipped to the Helm of the Host, then it doubles up those triggers. Also, anything entering the battlefield for Mentor the Meek doubles the triggers. Anything that enters for Ajani's Welcome is going to double the triggers there. So we're going to gain tons of life, going to do some fun things. We have like Crested Sunmare, some good things to kind of put the Helm of the Host on. And this deck, honestly, I haven't even tested this out yet. We're going to see how it goes. What typically happens is I build a deck, I test it out, and I have like the best games ever on Magic testing it out. And then I go to show you guys, and I feel like those games aren't nearly as fun. So we're going to try this out. I'm going to play it. I feel like this deck is going to do pretty well. And we're going to see how we do on these first couple games. And anyway, let's get into it. Wish me luck. Here we go. All right, so here we are in Arena Standard, and we are playing the Anointed Helm of Panharmonicon deck. And all right, this is looking actually kind of bad. This is not so great. Oh, do we keep it? No, we have to mulligan. Have to mulligan. 4 drops honestly aren't too shabby. We probably should be playing like 25 lands instead of 24 in this deck. But I think that we're safe. All right, this we can keep. All right, we can keep this. Not too shabby. We have one of our 6 pieces that we're trying to at least get some of those. So, I think we actually keep planes to the top here. We're going to go ahead and keep it because we have a way to kind of slow down the game a little bit in the beginning. And so our goal is really just to get to our 4 mana so we can start actually playing some of these good stuff. So, Sacred Cat, go. Pass the turn. Opponent plays a forest. We draw into the plains, and we are going to go to combat and swing in. Alright, and pass the turn. Alright, so playing against green, I feel like we're at least going to be able to get into the late game here with this. Helm of the Host on a Sacred Cat is not too shabby either. And that's the great thing about Helm of the Host, is that if you have any creature, just creating an extra body is never a terrible thing to do. Alright, so we're going to pass the turn. Pass to my turn. Alright, so Angel of Invention, not too shabby at all. So we are going to just go ahead and pass the turn. We're trying to play slow with this deck. We're just trying to survive on these early turns, have the combo to go crazy with Ajani's Pridemate just in case we need it, but then ultimately start winning with Helm of the Host and Panharmonicon and Anointed Procession. Woodland Cemetery and the Sap Herd. I keep calling him a shepherd, but it's a sap herd. Like a sapling herder? Like a nerf herder. Alright, so we are fine with them not swinging in there because we want to spend all of our mana this turn playing our Helm of the Host. And now we're really just hoping for mana right here. So no attackers, pass the turn. We have our Helm of the Host. Hopefully they don't have any naturalizes. Alright, so they play Fungal Infection, kill our Sacred Cat. They swing in for 5, bring us down to 16. And Deathbloom Thallid. Alright, so when it dies. Alright, so we do get the planes, and so let's go ahead and play the Angel of Invention. And I'm actually going to put the counters on here because I know they have the fungal infections. And so I really just want to be able to play this and block and gain some life. Like, gain some decent life here. And then Helm of the Host going on to Angel of Invention is insane. It's going to be so fun. Alright, so the Void comes down. They put one to the top. And let's see if they have removal right away. Alright, so they're going to swing in with the Death Bloom. Alright, so no blockers. We are fine, taking 3. Alright, so now we put Helm of the Host onto Angel of Invention. And now please don't kill it here. This is actually the smart way to play around it, is that you wait until they pay, and then you kill the creature, if you can keep it up. It just is, it wastes another turn for them. And so ultimately that's the best way to go. But here we go, Helm of the Host coming down, creating another Angel of Invention. And this time, we are going to create the servos and just try to make as massive of a board as possible. So servos come out. They are 3/3s, and these do have vigilance and haste, and they fly. So we're going to go ahead and swing in for 8. All right, Spore Swarm comes down. Cool. They do have flying. All right, so we bring them down to 11, go back up to 21. And now, oh, please give us Anointed Procession. Poison Tip Archer. Comes in and it does a damage whenever another creature dies. So each opponent will lose 1 life. So yeah, we lose life whenever these guys die. That's actually pretty fun in this deck. I like it. They will swing in. And, I mean, we're going to lose a life. Like, they might have a fungal infection. And so maybe what we do is we just block with a servo. We don't care about the servos. We'll just block with them. We don't gain the life that way, but we save 5 mana. Yep, we lose some life. That's fine. That actually is pretty powerful. I like that quite a bit. Alright, so we're going to play Plains. We are going to play Ajani's Pridemate. And do we bring out the Sacred Cat? We have double Silhouette, which if they swing in, that might be pretty good. So we're going to go to combat. And we actually, I mean, if we put the counters on, we have the game. So we're just going to go swinging in for victory here. So counters onto it, go attacking. And yeah, opponent scoops it up. All right, so there we go. Help of the Host on Angel of Invention. Definitely a good way to go. Alright, so here we are again in Arena Standard playing the Anointed Helm of Panharmonicon, and we got Helm of the Host out this time, so we have to get at least one other thing out to make this really worthwhile. But we're going to keep this still. If we draw into our 4th mana, everything up after 4 mana is the way to go. So really, I'm going to keep anything that has at least something to play in the beginning, and then lands that look hopeful to get up into our 4 mana. Alright, so we are playing against the zombie, so we're going to go ahead and swing in. No reason not to here. And pass the turn. Glint Sleeve Siphoner. So this looks like just mono black aggro is what I'm thinking this is right now. And they pass the turn. Alrighty. Alright, so we are going to play the Plains and play Ajani's Pridemate. And say no attackers, pass the turn, and we really just want to grab, so next turn with land, I think that we just play the Leonin Warleader into Regal Caracal. That's the smart way to play. We could play Helm of the Host for the fun way to play, though. I think I want to wait to make sure we actually have our 5th land before I play that, though. Alright, opponent swings in. We say no blockers. We will hopefully be gaining enough life soon enough. Oh, man. Yep, no attackers. Oh, man, we needed another land. We started out with 3 land in hand and just have not drawn anything for several turns. Alright, so Scrap Heap Scrounger comes down. Can crew the Aether Sphere. And they can swing in for quite a bit of damage, and our goal is just to prolong the game as long as possible. So I think that we do play Shalai next. We need something to block the Aether Sphere Harvester. And to kind of be a threat to all these small guys. So we could just kill the Glint Sleeve Siphoner and not worry about keeping these guys around. So if we draw land next turn, we're in decent shape. So we're going to say no blockers. We have a turn to spare here, but only one before we... Alright, so planes go, and now... Do we go Leonin Warleader or Shalai? Shalai can block the biggest threat. And I think that we have to block everything else. So Shalai... You know, let's go Leonin Warleader. So we gain a life, put a counter onto the Pridemate. Yep, take action. And as long as we start gaining life, so if we... I mean, the best thing really would have been is if we knew we were drawing into land to play Shalai into Lyra, I guess. But this creates more life-linking ways. Alright, so yeah, now we definitely need to draw into another land for our Lyra. Alright, so Aethersphere Harvester goes in, gains some life. Yep, they're going to swing in. Swinging in with everything. Alright, so they're trying to go as aggressive as possible. So we are going to... So we're going to take 7, so 3 blockers. We know we have Shalai coming down next turn. So this should be okay. We will lose a Leonin Vanguard, but I think making sure they don't draw cards is better, especially where they're at right now. They've pretty much emptied their hand. Scrap Heap Scroungers will come back, but yeah, let's see here. So Shalai at least next turn. Alright, so land. Alright, land is amazing. Land brings us a Lyra Dawnbringer. So now we actually, I believe we tack in with the Leonin Warleader. So we can gain 2 more life, make Ajani bigger. So the one thing is that to bring out their big guys, they do have to crew them up. So then they lose some guys. We know they have a Scrap Heap Scrounger for next turn, so they can swing in for 8 damage and we can block enough of it. Alright, so Leonin Warleader, and we do gain 5 life on the first strike. So we do go ahead and swing in here. This keeps our Ajani's Pridemate alive when we have to block a Scrap Heap Scrounger. Alright, so if they have removal for Lyra, I think we're just dead here. So if it's like a Verasa's Contempt, then yep, can't do anything about that. Alright, so Scrap Heap Scrounger. Alright, so they do have 2 Ace of Crew, so they have an extra point of damage or 2 that I didn't think about. Alright, so they crew and crew. Gain some energy for the Harvester. Swinging in, swinging in. Not swinging in with the rest of the guys. That's actually better for us. So we will definitely block the Heart of Kirin. They'll gain some life, but we're gonna gain more life than they lose here and take care of a creature. So, and make Ajani's Pridemate bigger. Take action. Alright, perfect. Alright, and so I think that Regal Caracal is probably the best play here, but I'm gonna play Shalai just because we have to be safe here. So Shalai comes down. So now all of our stuff is a lot more protected. We say no attackers, and we're just going to play the defensive game right now. Shalai would be a good idea, but we need something to block the Harvester. So next turn, I think we just go Helm of the Host, and we're going to leave up the Regal Caracal in case they have like a Bantu's Last Reckoning. I want to have something. So my second video ever was Helm of the Host and Regal Caracal. I called it Cat in the Hat, and it's super fun. You got to go check it out. So I'm going to save that one up for later, but honestly, Helm of the Host onto Shalai or Lyra is amazing too. Or a double Regal Caracal. Not bad either. All right, we are going to go ahead and play Helm of the Host. This is what we're trying to play here. And let's go ahead and swing in with Shalai just to gain some life. Yep, so they crew up with Aethersphere Harvester. We will gain 4 life. Go up to 13. And we will take action, and I think... I'm not sure if this opponent is going to have the answers that they need to beat us here. And so I might just play the slow game here. And try to bring out our Anointed Procession and, you know, our Panharmonicon. Because if we can have that with the Regal Caracal, ooh, that'd be so fun. Alright, so no, Plains is good though. It gets us to where we can do some more stuff per turn. So we could go Shalai, but I think Lyra is definitely better. Shalai makes everything hexproof, but alright, let's go Lyra. Lyra is the one that makes the most sense. So we create another Lyra. And we're going to swing in with Shalai and Lyra now. So now we can swing in without fear of Aether Sphere Harvester at all. Opponent cruise. And cruise after blocks. Or after first strike. So yeah, we're going to take action. We go up to 24 life. And we are in fantastic shape now. Alright, so opponent cruise up the Harvester. Is going to swing in. Is swinging in with a couple other creatures. Alright, so that's fine. So what we're going to do... Alright, he's saying good game. Alright, so opponent's kind of giving it up. Alright, that's cool. We will block here, and we'll go ahead and double block here. Give them a creature to bring back. Alright, so opponent is going to Fatal Push. So that's what they're waiting for, is for us to kill one of their things so they could Fatal Push. So that's pretty good as well. They can create... they can bring back a Scrap Heap Scrounger. Yep, they do. And we make him a 12/12, soon to be bigger. Alright, we draw Plains and... Oh, come on! Let us play the Caracal. Alright, so yep. Alright, that wasn't too bad. We got the Helm of the Host on again. Let's see if we can get a different card. Alright, so here we are in Arena Standard, and we are playing Anointed Helm of Panharmonicon, and Anointed Procession, Helm of the Host, and Panharmonicon. And so far, we've only been seeing this Helm of the Host. And I don't want to ship this because it's good. You know, removal, turn 2, a chance for Helm of the Host. So, I mean, we keep it. And the goal really is to play Helm of the Host with Anointed Procession or with a Panharmonicon. So, hopefully we can get that onto our Shalai. But yeah, so turn 1, Ajani's Welcome, and pass the turn. Concealed Courtyard, that's fine. An extra Plains we are totally fine with. We pass the turn. Opponent is playing slow as well, so pass to my turn. Grabbing all of our land. That's good, I guess. As long as we get up to land 5, we are pretty happy with this deck. Alright, so our turn. We are going to play the Plains, and we're going to go ahead and get down... Alright, let's get down Shalai. Shalai first. That is the right play, because then we can at least be swinging in. And next turn we can play Helm of the Host and the Leonin Vanguard. Opponent plays a Swamp and passes the turn. Alright, Anointed Procession. Alright, so we are getting our engine assembled. Alright, so Helm of the Host, go. Leonin Vanguard. And so, do we risk them having a Seal Away here? If we wait one turn... Yeah, so we're going to say no attackers. So... Just in case they have a Seal Away or a Settle the Wreckage. I mean, they can't Settle the Wreckage with Shalai. But just in case, we are going to throw the Helm of the Host on first. And then Anointed Procession and... Oh, no! Opponent! No! Oh, my goodness. Alright, so last try for Anointed Helm of Panharmonicon. We are hoping for something... We're hoping for Anointed Procession. I really want to play this with the Anointed Procession. Panharmonicon is only really good with a few of the cards, but I mean, we'll keep this. You know, decent start, and we just have to draw into our lands. Crested Sunmare is fantastic. Opponent plays a Mountain. We play Plains and a Sacred Cat. Go a Swingin' in. Gain some life, pass the turn. And so Plains was good there. Keep drawing us Plains. Alright, Dragons. Dragons is alright by us, so we're going to just pass the turn. So no blockers. We are fine right now. We actually want to save up our Sacred Cats as ways to gain life for Crested Sunmare. And, I mean, if they have a lot of flyers, yep, Dragon's Egg. So, yep, we're going to go to our turn. Johnny's Pridemate's not bad. But we're going to go ahead and throw down our Shalai, Voice of Plenty. And let's just go ahead and swing in with both. They can only block one, so we're going to be gaining 2 life. Alright, so bring him down to 18, go up to 21. And we are in decent shape. And having a silhouette against some dragons isn't bad either. Opponent goes to combat. I bet they're wishing they can swing in with the Dragon Egg here. So this is a pretty suspicious attack. We're going to say no blockers. I mean, their main removal spell, Split Flame, still kills Shalai. So, but I'm guessing they might have like a Shock or a Magma Spray, something like that. And so, might as well save it up. Ooh, Ajani's Welcome isn't bad either. Alright, so Ajani's Welcome, pretty good. I mean, not as good as just drawing land there. But we're going to play Ajani's Pridemate. Put a counter here. And now we're going to say no attackers. And so this is looking more like a mono red. I don't really know what this is, but I kind of like it from what I'm seeing so far. Plays a mountain. Skyship Stalker. Alright. So that's a way they can kill our Shalai, but that's also a good one to seal away. Alright. Panharmonicon. So, I mean, Panharmonicon is good, but we don't need it right now. So we are going to go ahead and pass the turn and just hold up a seal away for the Stalker. Alright, so Flame Lash. So they are going to kill our Shalai, unfortunately. Yep. Yep. Alright, so they are swinging in with the flyers. We are going to go ahead and seal away now. On the Stalker. Brings us down to 17. We will play the Plains and Crested Sunmare. So, I mean, I wish we had our Shalai still, but we gain a life, so we're in good shape. So we're going to not attack here. We could attack with the Pridemate, but their Dragon's Egg is really like our biggest threat. So take action, and we're going to be creating so many things. If they ever attack with anything on the ground, we gain life. And this is a way that we can make sure we gain life, you know, on other turns as well. So we're in good shape. Alright, so they do kill our Crested Sunmare. Boo! Still have a 5/5 horse. They can swing in, and they can make this guy bigger eventually. Hopefully, okay, we do find ways to gain life. So first off, Panharmonicon. This will create 2 life triggers with the Leonin Vanguard. Alright, so this guy is going to get pretty big now. We're going to take action and take action. Alright, so swing in with an 8/8. So I think what we do is we swing in with both of these guys here. So we want to be getting in at least some damage, because the Dragon Egg can end up doing 8 points of damage next turn. Yep, alright, so we bring him down to 13. Pass the turn, and so, I mean, man, it's so powerful. The Dragon Egg, I think, is underrated. It's a really, really good card. Alright, so they Harness Lightning, doing 3 damage to it. And now they were holding on to, okay, a Lightning Strike before. Alright. That's fine. Okay, an opponent swings in, brings us down to 13, and we get another Leonin Vanguard. Perfect, right? So we're gaining quite a bit of life now. So take action. We are going to go to combat. So we have Chef at Dune's next turn. And now we are going to swing in with the Sacred Cats, because if they block those, we can gain some more life. But if they don't block, gaining more life, yeah, so we are doing just fine here. They can do quite a bit of damage each turn, but the amount of life we can gain from Panharmonicon and Ajani's Welcome, I love. Like, this is one of the main synergies I really like for the life gain deck, is that anything you bring out just helps out so much. All right, so they do destroy the Panharmonicon. Okay, okay. Are they going to swing in? Because we have Chef at Dunes next turn, which, I mean, yeah, opponent... All right, perfect. Opponent scoops it up, and we at least got to see Panharmonicon. Yep, okay. Okay, so we did get a pack. Let's crack that before we get into the talking about the deck. So isolate, exile target permanent with converted mana costs 1. Tell me down in the comments below if anyone has actually used this. I think it's interesting, but yeah. All right, so there you guys have it with Anointed Helm of Panharmonicon. And we went 4-0, so I mean the deck performed really well. I really like it, and honestly, Helm of the Host should go into any kind of life gaining. Helm of the Host should just go into a lot of decks. I think 2 of 1 of is just such a good way to go, because it's so powerful, and it's a great card to kind of have in your pocket, but not necessarily you want to draw into every single time. So that's good. We never ran into the Anointed Procession, unfortunately, but Panharmonicon works really well with Ajani's Welcome. Luckily, when we drew into it, we got both. And yeah, the deck performed really, really well. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give me the like. That big old thumbs up helps me out so much. You have no idea. And then also, if you comment down below, it also helps me out, but really mostly just so I get to know what you guys like, what you guys, like about this deck, maybe some things you would change. And then if you guys like it, we will see you guys in the next video. All right, bye-bye.